Florida TaxWatch was founded in 1979 by a bipartisan group of state legislators and business leaders to provide an outside watchdog for Florida's government. In the 1970s, state spending was not closely watched, and the legislature frequently resorted to increasing taxes or creating new taxes and fees, instead of looking at the spending side of the balance sheet for savings that could then be spent on more mission-critical functions. Florida TaxWatch provides the citizens of Florida and public officials with high-quality, independent research and analysis of issues related to state and local government taxation, expenditures, policies, and programs, and makes Florida government more accountable and productive. Our objective is to be the independent watchdog, guide dog, and occasional bird dog of Florida's governments. We offer reforms and solutions that are backed by research and data and rely on 3 decades of experience with the intricacies of Florida's governments to know what can and what can't be successful. This is all done to maximize the use and investment of Floridians' hard-earned tax dollars. Florida TaxWatch has been successful for more than 3 decades due to an unwavering commitment to nonpartisanship and independence, and a willingness to take on controversial issues that others can't or won't. Our economic analyses are done without a direct financial stake in the outcomes, allowing us to become a valuable third party that cuts through the spin and politics often surrounding the most important issues. When combined with our incredible research team, TaxWatch is able to offer policymakers unvarnished, meaningful recommendations and educate Floridians about what their government is doing with their tax dollars. Since our founding in 1979, Florida TaxWatch has worked to assemble 2 things: a world-class research team and the institutional knowledge to allow their work to be focused and effective. We don't tackle every issue. We target areas and issues where efficiencies can be achieved, where consistent, predictable investments will provide a reliable return on taxpayer investment. We do this regardless of whether that issue is on top of the political debate at that moment. This focus allows TaxWatch recommendations to be actionable right away and keeps them in the best interest of all the taxpayers of Florida. TaxWatch measures success in 2 distinct ways. The first is when the legislature implements our recommendations or the governor vetoes a budget item that we've identified as a turkey, which is our term for an item slipped into the budget outside of the proper processes. That's tangible evidence that our research is making a difference in Floridians' lives. Also, we track our media impressions and how often our work is cited by other respected groups. And we know we're succeeding because we maintain a donor retention rate of nearly 95% from year to year. Some people think that TaxWatch spends all its time on taxes, but the reality is Florida TaxWatch spends most of its time on how the tax dollars are spent so we can improve the quality and the impact of spending in people's lives to make our state healthier, better educated, and improve the health and well-being of all the people of Florida. Also, Florida TaxWatch is not an anti-government organization or necessarily anti-tax. We look for value added. How can we make our government work better, more effective, more efficient, and actually more honest and reliable? Florida TaxWatch has a long and distinguished track record over the past 3 decades. Our recommendations led to the repeal of Florida's intangibles tax and the implementation of Florida Taxpayers' Bill of Rights. We've played a key role in the successful passage of good constitutional amendments, as well as helping defeat bad ones. Our Government Cost Savings Task Force recommendations from 2009 to 2013 saved Florida taxpayers more than $4 billion and helped upgrade the credit rating for the state of Florida. Technology has changed the public's access to information about their government, and lately it seems like new watchdog groups pop up every time you turn around. The success of TaxWatch has been the consistency and reliability of our work over the past 3 decades. As more entities are created to keep an eye on our government, we must continue to remind policymakers and the public that we've been there since they used typewriters to write the budget, and we aren't going away. Florida TaxWatch would use additional resources to expand our work on local government issues, such as publicly funded pensions. We would create the TaxWatch Center for Citizenship and Leadership, which would focus on our education mission, helping to generate a more educated, informed electorate and developing Florida's next generation of great leaders. The right partners would allow us to staff these endeavors and bring them to life. Local government issues are more important than ever and growing in size and scope. At the same time, oversight at the local level is diminishing, especially due to the decline of local newspapers. The hyper-focus on national issues by major media outlets has come at the detriment of local issues and citizen education. TaxWatch could play a greater role encouraging taxpayers to get involved and provide them resources to help better understand and improve their local governments.